I pulled the whole thing up. Oh my god. Hello everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma. These are my allotment diaries. I would love for you to hit the subscribe button if you are new to my YouTube channel. I vlog everything to do with my garden, allotment plot, whacking stuff in the ground, seeing if it grows. So if that's your vibe, come and subscribe. Don't miss one of my uploads, and I hope you enjoy my videos. I am sweaty, a sweaty mess today because I carried a giant bag. Oh my god, it's so heavy! Of Slugless to the plot. So I ordered this the other day. I didn't use my own discount code. Oh, what an idiot. If you go below into my description bar, there is a discount code for Slugless. It's by a brand called Allotment Home and Garden. It's these organic slug pellets that you put around your plants, and it forms like a barrier that they can't go over. It's really good stuff. This is my third bag, but you can get a discount on it if you will order it. It's incredibly heavy. This is the 5 litre bag. I bought it because I've got some things to plant out today and I don't want the dreaded slugs and snails to get them. And that's my job for today. I haven't been here for a few days, so I've probably been away for about 4 days, which is quite a lot for this time of year because a lot changes. And there are a couple of things I need to really quickly jump out there and fix. As there always are, guys, there always is. The plot is looking so good this year though, like so good. And actually everyone else's is as well. As I was walking here, I was like, everyone's plot is doing really well. For that reason, I know that it's not just me. It's not because of me. It's just because the weather's been really good and we've just been really lucky with it all, because everyone's plot is absolutely thriving today. Right, the first job is this. Pretty sure this is a cat or a fox or something, but he's knocked this down and this is not good. Might actually be a good moment to check on these. See how they're doing. I don't know how you're doing anymore, guys. Right, let's get that off. Oh no, shizzle. Oh, what a shame. It snapped. No. This netting that I'm using over the top of my brassicas is really good. It's Insecto net. It's a biodegradable net, and it doesn't allow anything through. No butterflies, not even any slugs or snails actually. It's really good. However, it's obviously quite heavy because this is what it's done. It snapped a few of my brassicas in here. Absolutely flattened them, which is such a shame because they were doing really well. What I might do is try and save him. Let's take the, because look, he's got, no, that snapped too. Well, he might live. I don't know. I don't know the answer to these. No, it doesn't look like he's going to live. No, changed my mind immediately. It's coming out. It's coming out. That's how quickly I make decisions. I'm not the kind of person to dwell on things for a long time. That's a decision. That's snappy. That's what you've got to be like. I'm going to take some of the dead leaves off of these because that's what the slugs and snails love, dead leaves. So if you get rid of them, they're less likely to attack your plant, apparently. I think it's rubbish. They attack everything. Anything green. Probably me today. Actually, if a slug was on me for long enough, it would probably eat me. Right. Ah, shizzle, I pulled the whole thing up. Damn you, bindweed. I don't like you, bindweed. I don't like you at all. You are not on my guest list for my party. I'll tell you that for something. Ugh. So I think the mistake I made was planting them too close together. You can see they're all bunched up, and a lot of the leaves, they want to spread out. I always forget how big brassicas are. They're massive plants, but you know, they're here now, so they've got to get on with it and stuff. And then these ones, I've taken all the dead leaves off and it doesn't look like there's hardly anything left. Now taking all of them off, hopefully they sort of survive. I might put a bit of Slugless around them. But then I feel like the leaves are too long now, because if they're hanging over like that, the slugs are just gonna, you know, slither over it. So I don't know, it might be a bit late for that. Let's just cover them back up, I think. Right, Right, these brassicas, much of the same issue. I've just planted them all very, very close together, so I can envision they're going to have issues in a bit, but for now they're fine. So we're going to leave these alone and move on to pumpkins. Look at this sunflower, by the way. Isn't he huge? Look at the actual size of this that I've grown. Massive. Right, main issue with the pumpkins is that they've decided they want to grow sideways and not up. I want them to grow up, not sideways. So we've got to sort of tie them in now. And you, where do you think you're going? Where are you going? Doesn't seem like a good idea to go that way when I've made a structure for you here. I tell you what, getting these pumpkins to grow up is like trying to get a toddler to use a potty. It's right here for them, you know? Will they use it? No. It's weird because I've never had to like actually make them climb up before. They've always just done it. They've always just climbed up themselves and held on. And I'm always telling people, oh, don't worry about tying them in because they pull themselves up. And it is true. I mean, they've got lots of tendrils on them. This is a tendril. And what he does is he wraps himself around something like that. And it pulls the plant up. So normally that's what they do. See, they're sending them out everywhere trying to find something to grip onto, but for some reason they've just not seen the massive structure right in front of them, because I guess they don't have eyes. This one is doing really well and he's got really high, but where he's sort of twisted himself around, the stem, I noticed here, there's a little bit of a nick in it, and that's a concern because what that could do, oh look, he's leaking out goo. That could let in disease and that could kill the whole plant. I've actually got a plaster. I might put plaster on him. You might think I'm crazy for doing this, but then I'm pretty sure I do a lot of stuff that you think I'm just crazy, so this is probably nothing new. Just a normal day in the life of Emma. But I'm going to put plaster on him. I did this once for a tomato plant and it actually saved the plant. So I've got these little plasters. I'm literally going to put a human plaster on my pumpkin plant. And that's what we're going to do. Right. Comment below if you've ever seen anyone putting a plaster on a pumpkin plant before. I'm very interested to see if I'm the only one. Hopefully that'll keep all his juices in and stop any disease getting in, but I mean, it's weird. I know it is a bit weird, but let me know if you've ever seen anyone do that before, because I have done it to a tomato plant before and it did work. Other than that though, the pumpkins are growing. Hopefully they'll twist around a bit now and grip on themselves, but they're doing okay. This one down here is my giant pumpkin and he's still alive, and I'm going to take that as a win. And then this I think is borage coming up, so there's a lot growing. There's a lot growing on. There's a lot growing on, if you'll pardon the pun. Right, so pumpkins are now rescued. We need to move on now to broad beans. Once again, fallen down a little bit. So they just need a little bit of propping up, I think. Just noticed this sunflower too, which is turning into a little bit of a Greek monster, like Medusa with all the heads, or does she have snakes? I can't remember. Something has lots of heads. But yeah, look, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 sunflower heads, and this is the same seed as the giant sunflower behind him. So I just can't understand why he's done this, other than some kind of weird survival mechanism where he's just made more flowers. So strange. And then down here, something's growing here. I think it might be swede. Might need to thin it out at some point, but I'm just going to leave it for now because I'm pretty sure the slugs are going to get it all. But yeah, interesting. I'm sort of weeding as I go today because I don't really want to spend the day weeding, but as I'm passing beds that need a bit of weeding, that's what I'm doing. This bed is doing really well. We've got our spinach, chard, purple sprouting broccoli. The The sweet corn has done incredible, even though I've moved it about and faffed with it so many times. And then look, the runner beans right up here, all the flowers coming on, and where I pinched him out he's not growing anymore. So this is really good. Right, so like I said, I've got some more plants with me today to plant into my plot somewhere. These have just been sitting at home for ages and I just didn't know what to do with them. Like, obviously I was going to plant them. I knew what to do with plants, but I didn't know where to put them or when to put them out. I think I'm just going to start whacking stuff out now because we're coming into July soon, and it's like the whack it in time is kind of starting to diminish a little bit because of the autumn time will be coming, so it's time to think ahead really to autumn winter, but I've still got summer stuff going out, so I need to get on with it basically is what I'm trying to say. Got a couple of courgette plants. They didn't grow to the size I wanted them to before they go out, but I'm hoping I can protect them. And then I've got these little, I think these dwarf sunflowers, so a couple of those, and then I found this great big sunflower growing. I didn't even know I planted him, so I'll whack him out somewhere. You can succession sow sunflowers, I didn't know that. And keep getting flowers right throughout to like October. So I'm going to do that this year and give it a go. I've done it by accident, but that doesn't mean that I didn't do it, you know? I did it. I'm the accidental gardener sometimes, that's just what I am. Right, I need to think about where to put these. I really think, because I've got this big space here, this is what I was thinking for courgettes, but my soil is so bad. Like, the quality of it is just terrible. It needs a brand new whack of compost all over the top of it to like feed it and stuff, and the structure, look at that, it's just awful. I can't really grow in this. I might whack the sunflowers in here and see if they survive, because they're pretty resilient with stuff like this. So courgettes are gonna have to go out somewhere. I was sort of thinking maybe underneath the sweet corn, but I think this bed is pretty full at the moment. I don't really want to disturb it, it's doing so well. Maybe here, this is an empty patch. I might whack them in here, I think. I don't know if it's slightly concerning that there doesn't seem to be anything at all growing here. Like, not even weeds are growing here. Is that just because I've weeded it so much, or is this patch of ground trying to tell me not to grow anything on it? Well, we're going to anyway. I guess we'll find out. Right, we'll whack one in here. I've probably sown about 100 different seeds here as well, but none of them have come up, so stuff it. Courgettes get a go. Get up. Come on, planted you now. Don't show me up. I can't do it. Someone said you just pull the string. I can't pull the string. The string's not pulling. Oh. Alright, I do apologise, somebody was right. You do just pull the string. Turns out I'm an idiot. Oh my god. What the heck are you doing here? Oh my god. Why is it so confident? Oh my goodness. What are you doing here? Is he going to go for a drink in my pond? Go on then. Okay, okay. Go on then. You can go for a drink. No, it's changed his mind. He's got something on his back, so he's not very well. None of the foxes here are very well. There he is. Gone. Blimey, scared the absolute bediddles out of me. I don't know what the word is. I'm so flabbergasted and conjunctivitis. Oh my goodness. I think he knows that I've got a wildlife pond here, and I think he was going to go for a drink, but then I think he saw me and got startled. Maybe he'll come back later when I'm gone. I'm not going to be here much longer, so hopefully he can hear that and understand English. Right, okay, we're going to protect this as slug nest now. I don't think they'll live, but they're in, and they might live. So if they do live, that'd be lovely, but if they don't, they don't. I need to top this bed up, I know, but they're in. So if you want to live, you know, you can just try, can't you? So in next week's vlog I'm going to be harvesting my potatoes. I said a little while ago that you know potatoes are ready to harvest when they start flowering, and for early potatoes that is true. After they've started flowering you'll find they start to die back a little bit, like these. So like these ones in here, you can see they are starting to die back a bit, which means they're about ready to come up. So when you plant them in sort of March time, they're ready in about beginning of July, I would say. So these are coming up next week. So stay tuned for that in next week's vlog. I hope you've enjoyed my allotment garden vlog today. If you have, do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.